What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Today, I want to share with you guys the big Bitcoin move that I think is coming in the next few days. We're also going to be looking at altcoins, Twitter hacks, and tons of other news that went on in the cryptocurrency space. But guys, before we get started with that, I do want to highlight a trade that I was recently in, and this came in from BTC. So BTC is the trading pair. It can be found on Binance, and it was such a straightforward trade. I want to give you guys, especially with everything going on in altcoins, the pumps that are going on, the big gigantic moves that we're seeing in altcoins, I do want to share you guys one of the ones that I was in and that the group was in, my group was in, that we were able to capitalize on. Now you can see exactly where I circled here. This is where we got in. Under 120 was the goal. We got in over here. We posted the trade on the 13th of July, but on the 14th, we actually broke into that buy range. And then from there, the first take profit was at just under 18%. We hit that one, as you guys can tell. The next one's at 43%. We're not there yet. Then the next target is at 68%. Everything is in profit right now, given we've already hit the first take profit. You guys can see when we hit it. But the reason behind this trade was so straightforward. This is something you guys can use for your own trades as well, and that's why I want to highlight it. So you guys can sort of see the move trend that we've had. We had a small pump, right? It came back down, retested the daily EMA ribbon, a bigger pump, right? What happened after the bigger pump? It had the big pump, then it came back down, retested the EMA ribbon. It found support. What happened after that? Bigger pump than we had before. And then what happened after that? It came back down and retested the EMA ribbon. This is on the 4-hour time frame, so a larger time frame. We can expect bigger movements in the 4-hour time frame versus the 1-hour time frame. And so then we fought again. The entry point was right at the EMA ribbon where we found support. It came in, it found support from the EMA ribbon, and then that's pretty basically where we are right now. We didn't even have a next huge pump. If it does have a next huge pump, I'm expecting us to hit the second take profit very easily, maybe even the third. But as of right now, a very straightforward trade above the EMA ribbon, so obviously a bullish trend. We found the patterns that it was forming over and over again. We played with that. We had the stop loss in the right place, the entry at the right place. It doesn't get any more straightforward. So if you guys feel like you're missing out on these opportunities, you guys want to see all the trades that I'm in, all the trades I show you guys, and when I enter them in real time, myself and my team's trades, then check out the first link down below in the description. I post every single one of the trades, like I said, myself and my team enter in this group. So if you're a complete beginner, if you don't have time to do technical analysis, or you don't know how to do technical analysis, you can copy our exact trades. It takes 2 to 3 minutes to set up, and after that, profits are taken automatically for you. So it becomes very, very passive. Like I mentioned, we have altcoin trades like you just saw. We have leverage trades, and we have the #1 community in the cryptocurrency space, full of people ready and able to answer any question that you have. We have the 2-week free trial, so for 14 days, you can test everything we have to offer completely risk-free, see all of the trades that we have, altcoin leverage, every single trade that we have. And if for some reason you don't like it or you don't enjoy it, no matter what it is, no questions asked. If it's not for you, doesn't matter, no questions asked. You can cancel and you will avoid getting charged. So we helped a ton of people out already from you guys watching that felt like they were missing out on the opportunities and they wanted to capitalize on more. A lot of you guys are in there and have enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see more of you in there. But now let's look at Bitcoin. We looked a little bit at altcoin. Altcoins, again, very great the last few weeks. We've seen some huge pumps, some big moves we're able to be capitalized on. Now, usually I don't go for the first take profit at like 18%. The reason why is because altcoins aren't always that reliable. So we want to make sure we set take profits. Usually first one at 4 to 5%. Get comfortable with an altcoin moving in that direction. We want to move our stop losses so everything is pure profit. Then we can capitalize on more as we go. But since altcoins were performing so well, it was the perfect time to capitalize on the pattern that we saw previously and capitalize on a bigger move. So that's the reason why I was in that. I'm not going to be doing those huge trades all the time, those big percentage gains all the time for the first take profit. But when it's there, I'm going to do it because there's no reason not to. It's a lot more profitable. It takes a lot less time. Now, Bitcoin, we've adjusted this a little bit, but very straightforward. Bitcoin's been extremely boring for the last, and like this is coming from me, somebody who says usually that, when most people call Bitcoin boring like this, where the moves are, not as big as we're used to, you can still capitalize on it with longs and shorts and make a ton of money in between. This is coming from me. saying that Bitcoin is extremely boring right now. I'm in a position, it hit the first take profit. I've mentioned this in previous videos. I've been in the same position for a week, which if you guys know me, I like to get in, and I usually like to do 3 to 4 trades in a week. That way it's not too many. I don't have to focus on it all the time in one day. However, it is enough as well to capitalize on big moves. But I've been in one trade for about a week, a little over a week, I think. We got in, we hit the first take profit, right? It's a long position, I can give you guys that. We hit the first take profit, we moved our stop loss, so everything is pure profit right now, and that's the only reason I'm not getting out of this trade, because based off the Bitcoin pattern, we do obviously have lower highs being formed over and over again, but we can see this clear resistance that we have and that we've touched multiple times. Now, the two possibilities obviously here are Bitcoin breaking above to the upside. Now, if it does that, I'm in a long position at the moment, so it's in pure profit, right? So it hit the first take profit. If it does explode to the upside, that would be great for the trade that I'm currently in. Or if it does break to the downside, like I mentioned, my stop loss was already moved because we hit the first take profit. So if it does move to the downside, I'll close that trade at break even after already having secured profits. So at this point, it doesn't really matter to me. Obviously, I hope we move to the upside because I will make more. But in terms of a successful trade versus unsuccessful trade, it doesn't really matter because the trade has been successful already. So we see again the supports that we've had multiple times. We see the resistance that we have. At this point, Bitcoin is looking for a move, and any move, again, breaking above either one of these, because we've been following them for so long, is going to be a massive move. Now, I want to give you guys a little bit of sort of a warning, because not necessarily because I think the price is going to go down, because I've seen a lot of people talk about a 50% drop, and different charts are showing different things. At the moment, based off the position that I'm in, the trade that I'm in 100% reaction mode, right? So I'm going to react to what it is that Bitcoin does because I'm already in a comfortable position, right? So if Bitcoin goes up, I'm happy, it's done. If Bitcoin goes down, we close the trade at break even. It's all easy peasy. So I'm in more of a reaction mode versus trying to predict where I think the price of Bitcoin is headed. But I know a lot of people with a lot of Bitcoin, let's just say that, major whales in this market who are very scared of the move that Bitcoin's going to do, and also that the effect that could have on altcoins. Now, they're not just scared because of, Bitcoin's going to go down 100%, but they're scared just because of the size they believe the move is going to be, right? Either to the upside or downside, just the size that the move is going to be, which is going to have a ripple effect on the rest of the market as well. Hopefully it's to the upside. Like I said, hopefully it's to the upside. But we are going to have to see. A lot of people speculating. A lot of people are getting bored with Bitcoin, looking over at altcoins. Like I showed you guys the trade I was in, which is happening. But you always must keep an eye out on Bitcoin, because when you least expect it, it's going to make that move. And I do believe it's going to come in the next few days. If not that, then probably in the next few weeks. I don't think it's going to be a month before the next move hits, or at least the next big move hits. So if you guys want to make sure you're capitalizing on this, either join the group, like I mentioned, the first link down below, if you guys want to see my trades, or if you're going to do your own trades, make sure you're keeping an eye out on Bitcoin and everything that's going on. But I do want to zoom in really quick, the 4 hour, give you guys a little bit of the reasoning why so many people are uneasy right now. And you guys can see the 4 hour, even, dating back the 9th of July, we've seen the EMA ribbon get really tight, which usually indicates that we don't have a clear trend, meaning that usually we're in a bullish trend. We see this big EMA ribbon. I like to call it the beautiful EMA ribbon, where it's very clear we have resistance if we're below it. It's very clear we're in a downward trend. When we break above, same thing. It's very clear we have the support, and then so forth. But once it starts getting really tight, it starts to be unclear what the trend is going to be. And we saw a bearish cross, what looked like a break below. However, even then, we still have, it looked like it started to open, but it's looking like it's closing in again. It's becoming very tight. Not a very clear trend on the 4 hour time frame. Very similar on the 1 hour time frame here as well. We're looking like we might be having a break above it to keep it in the bullish trend instead of having the bearish flip. But still, we're seeing flips come in really fast. We're seeing prices move above and below the EMA ribbon. The EMA ribbon's tight right now. It's not the time, I think, or there is no clear indication right now to me what the overall trend is. So that big move is probably going to be the one that gives us that better indication. Because as of right now, there's not really much for us to go off of. Now, the daily looks a little bit better. We have had some, it's difficult to say. Obviously, we usually find support here. We did look like we broke below it. From there, we bounced above it again. For the daily, this is very tight, right? Usually we see something much bigger like this, and we can see the support that we have here. We can see the resistance that we had here. All of that was super easy. It's getting very tight during this range as well, looking like it might have found resistance up on this point up here, right? We see some wicks, but it's a very, very uncertain time for Bitcoin. It's been, like I said, boring the last week or so. Even if you just take this, right? That section right here, dating back to the 10th of July, it's been very, very boring with few moves here and there, but just not fun whatsoever. So let's see where exactly we think Bitcoin's headed. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I want to read through everything. If you think Bitcoin's breaking up, if you think Bitcoin's breaking down, your prediction on Bitcoin, let me know down below. And if you're in any position for altcoins and Bitcoin as well, let me know how those are working out. I'd love to hear how you guys are doing. But with Bitcoin trading sideways the last week, or relatively sideways the last week, some altcoins have seen some great moves like I showed you guys, but overall we are going to see a lot of sideways action from altcoins as well. We see a lot of small gains, a lot of small losses. So it is about identifying the ones that we think are going to have those moves and for what reason. Not just jumping into an altcoin for no reason just because we want to be in altcoins. Find the one that has a reason for you to be in it because you're more likely to obviously succeed. But I'm super late on this, but this blew my mind how many accounts were hacked for Bitcoin giveaways. Obviously, we see this scam happening all the time on YouTube. They just copy and paste a video that's been up for a long time saying, this is live, it's, you know, some famous person talking, send us money, we'll double your money and send it back. Sometimes they have a fake Elon Musk account. This is a whole new thing where we've seen them actually hack Elon Musk's account, actually hack Bill Gates' account, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Apple, Jeff Bezos, Kanye, you know, Kim Kardashian was hacked, Uber, Mike Bloom, so many famous people. I think it was over 100 very influential people were hacked, verified accounts were hacked, and I think they came out with around, here we go, roughly $118,000, 12.86 Bitcoin. Obviously, it's not as, if this happened a year or two ago, they would have come out with millions, right? 3 years ago, they would have come out with millions. It's crazy. So I'm glad to see less people are falling for it, but $118,000 worth. I hope that wasn't any of you guys. It surprises me that people are still falling for the whole, if you give me money, I'll double it and send it back. Because in reality, nobody's ever gonna do that to you. Nobody ever is going to just hand you money for no reason unless they're doing a giveaway, and there's still a reason behind it. It's for engagement. It's for, you know, it's to try to go viral, right? That's usually a lot of the reasons that it's never for, it's never for no reason. It's never giving back to my community. All Bitcoin sent to my address, I'm going to double it. It's just not something that's going to happen. And also, PayPal reportedly is going to offer crypto trading through its Paxos partnership, something we've been looking at for some time, the possibility of PayPal entering the crypto space, offering trading. We've seen, you know, patents, them hiring people, slow and steady. Looks like this is another one of those steps in the direction for them to get it done. So let's see how that does play out, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below letting me know your guys' thoughts, and let me know what else you want to see in future videos. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for another video.